Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou, or Girls Last Tour. So, in the last episode, Nuko is adorable and has pretty much blended into the group quite nicely and really become a member. And it seems like she has quite the interesting diet. So far we've seen her consume bullets and fuel, and also unlock various things, and which did include a Gundam that Yuri ended up piloting, question mark, and ended up destroying a nice chunk of a city, causing the sprinkler system to go off, possibly killing some people. We don't really know. There's obviously some people still around in this setting. They see them once in a while. So there very well could have been, some couple of people going on their own adventure in that spot. And meanwhile you have Yuri just laughing maniacally as a fire burns in front of her. And to the point where Chito eventually just ended up giving her a good sock not to snap her out of it, because that's not cool, possibly killing people and all. But yeah, obviously weaponry is a big thing in this world. It's because they actually found a nuclear submarine, and because they were trying to track down the radio signal with the help of Nuko, and that's where it took them. I was hoping they would find some people, but they haven't yet. They probably won't, honestly. But yeah, somebody commented on my lack of the fact that I didn't really say anything in regards to the nuclear symbol and everything. That was one of those cases where I saw it and I just kind of immediately went into internal debate mode about just how much danger Yuri and Chito are. But, and in the end I didn't really have much of an outward reaction or say much, but yeah, hopefully nothing bad happens, because there could be some kind of new radioactive leakage, or I think there was even warheads on there if I was looking at that correctly, so hopefully the series doesn't end on a sad note of them just dying in a horrific nuclear explosion. That would be very unpleasant and would kind of kill our chances as a season 2. But yeah, only way to find out is get into it, so let's do that. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. And yeah, it was also snowing, so. Yeah, those are what I thought might be nuclear warheads, but as long as I don't bump into them or push any buttons, it should be fine, regardless. Well, it was all sealed up, so, and that makes it even more likely that, yeah, there's no people here. And I'm sure Yuri was just looking for some food, hoping to find some. Yeah, more things that I'm sure Yuri does not care about. I hope that's not supposed to foreshadow that this place is falling apart, because that could be bad. Yeah, but we don't know exactly what that is, so it being on its own in this place of all places is not a good thing. Like, can Nuko consume radioactive substances? And well, it's been just you two for quite a while. Having some issues there. Food? Food. High calorie food. Good thing weight gain's not too much of a concern. Oh wow, giving the first piece away to Chito, they must be close friends. If you ask Nuko, everything's edible. Ume, whatever the Japanese word for delicious is. So far things are going fine. Yeah, that's her character. Yes, chocolate flavored rations, pretty much. I mean, I guess. And she has her helmet off. Didn't we just learn about the importance of those? Was it connected to, like, Wi-Fi or something? Like, is there an active Wi... Well, there's Nuko. Oh. You're on camera. So it was connected to the network, okay. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's cool. He has a name. Yeah, Kanazawa. A sister, a girlfriend. So she probably didn't make it. Yeah. So they're actually finally able to see the other pictures that were on there. Man, there's no telling what this could uncover. Yo, like a lot of people. This camera's apparently been busy. And this is our first real time getting a look at, like, the world before the apocalypse. Oh, wow. You know, it's silly to say this, but they look like they're from an anime. Like a movie, a video. Yes. Yes. I can safely say that it is. Huh. Yeah, but they're probably dead at this point. Oh, are you developing an interest? You trying to play all the videos at once? Because that does not work that well. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you said. But yeah, this is the most people we've seen in this entire show. And I think these are the lockers from before. Ooh, they even had idols. In fact, it's not the same dance from the opening. And they had arguments. Yeah, it used to be such a active world. I couldn't think of a good word for it. So we were pretty much just like jumping from different videos. because Yuri had to play them all at once. Yeah, let's see how great that ends up. On a more serious note, French fries. Yeah, war. Lots of war. And that got us to where we are now. Man, there's such bouncing around. At first I thought it was like a giant spider or something, but I think it was just a really close zoom in. I mean, I guess you could say we got the most world building in this episode. And that's what started up the series. Yuri and Cheeto going on their adventure. Always. Yeah, who cares about those details? Is Nuko bigger? It sounds like it's bigger. Yeah, it's definitely bigger. Oh wait, no, wait, what? There's so that's so there's more than one of them. Yuri, you might want to run. I mean, something eating Yuri could be argued as poetic justice, but I hope she really didn't just die there. Otherwise, I feel really bad making light of the situation. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Yuri out. He didn't do anything wrong. You wouldn't fit. Nope. Just continuing to wiggle. At least the Nuko we know and love is still the cute size. I guess that's the one good takeaway from that. You probably know each other. No, I don't think she understands the words that are coming out of your mouth. Well, she probably does, just, no means of communication. But there are clearly more than... Okay, this is not a good place to fire off that gun. For multiple reasons. Yeah, as much as a pain Yuri is, you still love her, and you don't want her to get eaten by some strange creature. But this is not the time for crying. This is the time for action. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to actually kill off you here. Although I'm progressively getting less confident the more flashbacks of Yuri they show. So where did it go? Can it climb? Because that one doesn't have anyone's head to ride on. Well, she seems to be okay. Catch. Well, she sort of got her. Kind of. She softened the fall, at least. Nuko. She just tried to crawl out. But yes, I guess people like worship these creatures considering the statues. Then why'd you try to? You still shoved her in her mouth. Which explains a lot. Of course, that one's not as cute as this one. That... Jeez. Like a mushroom? So that was what was sending out the signal then. The song. Yeah. I'm glad she asked that question. So Yuri was just kind of a side dish. Please don't launch any missiles. That sounds safe. Oh. So they are eating them. She's like, I didn't know any of this. I was just eating stuff because I was hungry. Jeez. Well, we've seen a couple, but... But they are hard to come by, yeah. Things are a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie. But you're not taking Nuko. Over my dead body. Yeah, she doesn't want to go. I don't want Nuko to go. I was really hoping Nuko would stay with him. Yeah, they apparently can float. I mean, it's already more or less ended at this point. But at least Yuri didn't get eaten. Wow. Oh, wow. Man, the chills. That was a great moment there. uh, yeah, then it powers down. So no more looking at the camera's pictures. Canned goods. So yeah, it was a pretty productive trip. Even if they ended up losing Nuko. Yeah. It's how the series started, so. I mean, if she ever feels lonely, she can just hold hands with you again. Maybe a little bit more. Yes, exactly. But yes, they both feel the same way. At least they still got the vehicle, that's something. Even though the vehicle is not voiced by Hanakana, so it's not really the same. Yeah, there's still a lot of mystery for that as far as the highest levels go. No, Yuri, you can't eat yourself. Sure, why not? Though since you're not a sailboat, it's not really required to do that, but might as well. Let's save that for maybe season 3. Did she? I don't remember that. But you gotta be careful of the Lunarians if you do that. But yeah, this is very reminiscent of what they did with the rain scene. But I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't die, so that's always a plus. We were a little bit worried for Yuri there for a second. They still have each other, though, and that is, at the end of the day, what matters. And we even got some hand-holding between the two of them, so... And I'm not sure what more you could go than that. Yeah, good old White Fox, always making us feel cheery. I do hope they see Nuko again at some point. Even though it's probably pretty unlikely. So, that was the 12th and final episode of Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou. And that was quite a final episode. We got a lot of information. Because Yuri and Chito, the submarine that they were on, they were able to actually connect to the network of the submarine. Basically hooking up their camera to it and being able to see all the pictures and videos and stuff on the monitors. Was all that, like, stored on the camera, or were they looking at videos or on the submarine itself? Because I don't think the camera would have quite that much, footage and stuff on it. But anyway, we got a lot of information, a lot of world building about exactly what happened. And I'll admit, it's a lot to try to piece together, but from what I got, Japan declared war on, like, everyone else. They, had a great victory, as they called it. The Machine Evolution Research Group or something they call themselves, they invented what I assume was like a base for the robot takeover that they suffered. Because it seemed like that's what happened. Like, the robots, they attacked everything, basically. And the humans ended up having to just kind of, like, completely nuke, all technology and stuff to try to take down the robots. So they lost, communication, everything, essentially, which is why people have digressed so much, and that Yuri and Chito are just blown away by the concept of a video. So, yeah, it was a lot to take in, and I didn't actually say it, I don't think, but I guess the creatures are supposed to be aliens, because in one of the clips you saw something raining from the space onto Earth. So I guess that's what they're supposed to be. I have to do a lot of speculation to try to piece this all together. But yeah, we got to see what the big version of those are like, and they very much resemble these statues, the very creepy statue we've seen throughout these series. And sadly enough, they ended up taking Nuko with them. And I think they're also the reason why the trains were moving. Because they did comment about the city, like, going to a halt, ceasing to function. So I think that's the implication there, that they were keeping these things running, like the submarine and everything. Which would also apply to the trains and everything else that shouldn't have been running, but were. And basically they commented that the world would end, essentially. But, that's no big deal for Yuri and Chito because they have each other. And they have their vehicle. They don't have Nuko anymore. Speaking of Nuko, I'm kind of curious how Hanakana took it when somebody offered the role in the show to her. Like, okay, this show has really two main characters, and you're not going to voice either of them. You're going to voice, say, little inhuman creature that's around for a couple episodes. Have fun with that. I don't know, I just find that a bit amusing. But yes, my thoughts on the series as a whole. The series is pretty much what it was on the tin. You follow Yuri and Chito's adventures through this post-apocalyptic world, slowly getting bits and pieces of it to try to piece together what exactly happened. And what happened was a lot of destruction, pretty much, to put it simply. But yeah, Yuri and Chito, it has been very fun watching their adventure, seeing them discover things that we as the audience know what they are, but they seem so new to them, and also seeing things that we don't really know about, like, those creatures, those alien creatures, for example, and the statues, and the one very artificial temple thing that they went to, with the whole Yuri hiding in the dark thing. That was good times. Good times. So yeah. And obviously I had a lot of very nice, beautiful moments, a lot of deep philosophical questions that these girls were discussing with each other that a lot of the time the theme did carry over to the episode itself, like the idea of life in the episode where we got to see some of these advanced robots that apparently the Machine Evolution Research Club thing was responsible for. So, yeah, I think that's all I really had to say on this. This was one of my favorite animes of the season, and gotta hope for a season 2. But I think the anime is more or less caught up with the manga, if I've heard correctly. So it'll be a while before that happens, if it ever happens, which it hopefully does. So I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you thought of the anime. What you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.